Hey YouTubers, so for this video I wanted to talk about how my labor went. About 38 weeks in, I believe, I started having really strong contractions. Like, they were really painful and really strong. And so I went to the maternity ward and they hooked me up to the stress test. And then after a while, like, they started slowing down a bit. And then speeding up and slowing down. And then after a bit, they checked how dilated I was. I was 1 centimeter. They waited a while. I walked around and everything, and I think after a couple hours or an hour, so I think it was 3 hours maybe, I was in there. They sent me home because I wasn't going fast enough. So, and then I think a couple days after, not even that long after that, a couple days, I went to doctors. The next day I went to doctors, and then he checked me, and I apparently was just back to thinning again. It wasn't even 1 centimeter, so I don't even know what happened there. But and then a couple days after that, there we go. I started having really bad contractions again, and they were really strong and really close together. So I went in again, and then they said I was still thinning, but I wasn't ready to go in yet. They hooked me to a stress test. I was still having contractions like crazy, but I wasn't ready. So I went home, went to doctors again. The doctor checked me. I think I was 1 centimeter again, and like, it was really confusing. And then after that, I went in again to maternity ward because I had so many contractions, and like, it was crazy. They said I was thinning again. Like, this went on for a while. About 2 weeks, I think. And then after, I think my due date anyways, I think midnight, midnight, just after my due date, and the next day I guess, technically, my water broke. Like, I was just getting up because I thought I had to go to the bathroom. I got up, and when I got up, water everywhere. I was like, oh, shoot, and then I went to the hospital. They hooked me up to the stress test. I was contracting. I wasn't even contracting that much, but apparently I was still contracting enough. Didn't feel it that much then, but I think that's because more of my nerves and everything. So, but I got taken in because my water's broken. They put me into a room. I was there. They were waiting for me to start dilating, but I wasn't dilating that much yet. I was still thinning apparently. So they hooked me up to the oxytocin to kind of speed things up, and they were giving me morphine like crazy. I was like really high off morphine for that whole time, but I still remember it. So then I think I got to 6 centimeters altogether, and I think about around then they gave me the epidural, which is very painful, and I think about how far was that? The epidural didn't do anything. I was still in a lot of pain. The morphine barely did anything. I was still in a lot of pain. Like, the epidural did not work at all for me. I do not recommend it whatsoever. And then about an hour or two after that, they decided I wasn't gonna dilate anymore, and the baby was stuck, so I had to go for a C-section right away. And then during the C-section, apparently I lost 2 liters of blood, which was really scary. And the baby came out as 9 pounds 6 ounces. And I was like this really tiny person, and I'm still this really tiny person. I'm only 97 pounds, so yeah. Apparently I was all baby. But yeah, I started out 94 pounds 7.7 or something like that. And then I ended up being 97, so gained a bit of weight, but didn't keep much. I was all baby. Yeah, somehow I had a 9.6 baby. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, after that I had to have a blood transfusion, and yeah, it's a really long process, and I was in the hospital, I think, 4 or 5 days after. 4 days, I think, yeah. 4 days after, and I just couldn't wait to leave. Yeah, and I tried breastfeeding, that didn't even work out well, because he was hurting me way too much, biting, or not really biting, I guess, just sucking really hard, and it was hurting me too much, I couldn't do it, so I ended up formula feeding him, and it's a great baby, though, he's doing great now, and he was doing great after that, too, so, yeah. That's pretty much my story. My very long, scary-ish story. Tried to brief it as quick as I can. I don't want to make these YouTube videos too long and bore everyone, so what can I do? So yeah, that's my labor story. My next video will be, I don't know if I'll get it up today for sure, maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, like, subscribe, let me know in the comments. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll answer them in videos. I'll answer them in comments, I don't know. Probably videos, because it's easier just to answer them on here and explain them better. And yeah, just let me know what you think. Comment, like, subscribe, share, rate. And I'll make a new video soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks. Bye.